welcome to the Grab the Map podcast, where we don't just look at it, we grab the map. Today's topic, when you're scared to do a deal. I'm Johnoson Crutchfield, and I'm the host of the Grab the Map podcast. I also teach on Grab the Map education. I'm excited about today's podcast, and I want to encourage you to go out to our site, consider investing in yourself, getting an education in real estate, grabthemapllc.com. It's been a while since I've posted a podcast, and we've got a new schedule that we're going to be releasing them on. Every Tuesday, you'll get a new podcast right here at Grab the Map, and I have just been very busy. I'm still a very active real estate investor. We still are managing both a rental business and a flipping business, and it just keeps us very, very busy. But this podcast is important because I feel like when we reach out to you and get you this education, it helps you. And in turn, it helps me because I get emails at grabthemap@gmail.com all the time from people that we're helping, people that are doing deals, people that send us deals and want to work with us. So if you're interested in working with us, that's another way to reach me. I answer every single email that goes to grabthemap@gmail.com. So when you're scared to do a deal, let's jump back in. That's what we're talking about today. I think that we've all been comfortable. We've all been doing something that we're very familiar with. We've all got into a routine and a pattern where we have experienced some success. Maybe every day you brush your teeth with the same toothpaste. Maybe every day you are using the same pillow and you've gotten very comfortable with that pillow. Maybe you're meeting the same groups of people in work or in life on a daily basis, and you get used to dealing with the same types of people and you get very comfortable at those interactions. But then you're presented with a new option or an alternative. Maybe there's a new toothpaste that is going to serve your needs better. Maybe there is a new person that you meet at work, or a boss, or a new employee that you have to deal with that changes the routine. And that change causes a lot of anxiety. That change causes fear. That change causes us, or at least in my case, to think about, man, this is going to be different. This is going to be scary. Maybe I decide that I don't want to do it because it's change. And even if I think it might be good for me, I don't want to do it because it's change. You see, real estate investing can evoke some of the same fears. If you've never done a deal before, or you've never done a certain type of deal, it can be very scary to do something you haven't done. You see, most of us start off working a job with very consistent income coming in the form of a paycheck every week or 2 weeks or 1 month or twice a month, right? Everybody is kind of trained in school to take that path. And when you're presented with an option where you might make more money if you accept a check every quarter, or you might have to start a business that might not have as reliable of an income stream, it can be scary. When you're scared to do a deal, there are a couple of questions that you need to ask yourself. Why are you scared? I'm thinking about the COVID-19 crisis that we're currently in, big deal right here in the United States, where we've got a lot of people out of work. We've got a lot of businesses that are not getting the traffic, the foot traffic that they usually get. We've got schools possibly online or possibly closed. We've got some schools that are in person that are opening and closing every day based on the infections that are happening. This is a scary time. It's an anxious time. And it can be a time where we need to figure out, how do we address these scary issues and these anxiety-producing type of issues. And so I'm going to offer a 3-step approach today to how to solve fear when doing a deal. Number 1, we're going to talk about getting an education. We're going to talk about being very comfortable with what it is that you're scared of, because when we get educated, it reduces our fear. We're also going to talk about preparation, getting prepared for doing the thing that it is that we are scared to do. Okay. And education is a part of that preparation, but it's only a small part. And then lastly, today, we're going to talk about execution. How do we execute even when we may be fearful about doing a deal? Now, specifically at Grab the Map Properties, we invest in rental real estate. We do flip some properties and sell them, but for the most part, we buy properties and we want to hold on to them for a very long time. So what I'm primarily talking and speaking to today is the idea that you might be scared to buy that first rental property or to have that first tenant. You might be scared to buy that first investment property that you're planning to hold for a while. You might be scared to do anything different than what you have typically done. And so figure out how you can apply today's podcast to your circumstance as we talk about this here. So when I think of the COVID-19 crisis, I think about March 2020 is when the United States really started to get wind of this virus and really started to be concerned that this virus would disrupt our normal patterns of day-to-day activity. And, a lot of people are anxious. A lot of people are scared. I mean, I have a rental portfolio with a significant number of tenants. And so I've started thinking, what if my tenants can't go to work? What if my tenants can't pay their rent? What if my tenants all get sick and their jobs get shut down or their jobs no longer bring in income? What if I get the virus, or what if somebody in my family gets the virus and we get sick? What if we die from this, right? What if the world ends due to COVID-19? And, thinking about that caused a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of scaredness, if that's a word. But this 3-step approach, when applied to COVID-19, makes a ton of sense. Since then, it's now August of 2020, and a lot of people are a lot more educated about the virus. People understand that it's transferred from your mouth, it's transferred from your nose and breathing. It's a respiratory type of transfer to virus. People understand that there are treatments. There are ways that you can that you can treat the virus once you get the virus. There are ways that you can keep yourself or lower or reduce your risk from getting the virus, whether that be using hand sanitizer or using a mask to cover your face or washing your hands frequently. Why? Because people have gotten educated about the virus. So step one, when you're scared to do something or scared of something, first you get an education, because education now reduces my fear. Okay. Next, we prepared, right? Next, not only did we get an education, but we started thinking about our day-to-day activities and planning for how we would execute the education around this virus, right? We prepared by saying, do I need to order hand sanitizer? Do I need to order masks? Do I need to order hand sanitizer stations or put up plastic in my business for my customers? We planned in a real estate business by saying, how do I figure out what I'm going to do if my tenants don't pay? Do I need to keep some extra money in reserve? Do I need to open up a line of credit? What do I need to do to prepare to deal with this major problem? And then once we prepared and had that plan, we executed that plan. And were we afraid that tenants might not pay? Absolutely. Are we still afraid that customers may not support our businesses because they're scared to come out because of the coronavirus? Absolutely. But you implemented the plan despite the fear. And implementing the plan despite the fear causes a few things to happen, specifically about the COVID-19 virus. Number one, business continues, jobs are able to continue to happen, and customers are able to continue to be served, right? It's a great thing because although the progress might not be happening as fast or as exponentially as it would be happening without the virus, the progress still happens. The customers are still being attracted, still being served. So, what do you do when you're scared to do a deal? Like, what do you do if this is your first time investing in real estate, or if this is your first time investing in a multifamily large project? What do you do if you're scared to do a deal? Well, you approach it with these same 3 ideas. Number 1, you educate yourself. Get an education, and you can get it here at Grab the Map Education, grabthemapllc.com, or you can get it from somebody else you know, like, and trust. But don't do a deal scared if you haven't first gotten an education. Have an individual teach you how it works. Have a company teach you. Join a program. Get in a mastermind. Educate yourself on what it is that you're actually doing. I've got a guy right now that I'm working with that is doing his first real estate deal. He's decided that he's going to buy some multifamily property. It's a pretty large project in the area that he's in. And the first thing that he's doing, and that he spent doing for probably the last year, is getting an education, learning how to determine if something is a good deal, learning how to actually go about managing a project, learning how to get the financing, learning how to actually manage the tenants, right? He's learning a lot about the business. The business is a lot more than just the returns, right? The business is a lot it's a lot more than just the money that we're able to make. And so getting an education when you're scared to do a deal, it should be your absolute first step. An education that is quality, I have to tell you, is very rarely free. It might cost you a relationship. It might cost you money. It might cost you time. But getting an education is fundamental. Maybe you need to go and work for a real estate investor that's doing the type of business that you want to do. Maybe you need to work for free for somebody that's doing a deal or flipping a house or wholesaling, so that you have the time, you can spend the time getting the education. Maybe you need to just outright pay a mentor to spend time with you to help coach you through your business. Maybe you need to spend money on an education course, an education program where you can watch videos and you can stay up to date on what it is you're trying to do. This applies to real estate, but it can also apply to a business deal. It can also apply to any other thing that you're anxious or scared about if you're doing it for the first time. Number 1, get an education and get it from a quality company. We offer real estate education here at grabthemapllc.com. I'd love to talk to you and find out if what we do might support what you're looking to do when you do your first deal. Next, if you are getting the education, if you feel like you have got the education and you're still scared to do the deal, or you're still a little anxious about it, now's the time to prepare. Spend time planning and preparing for how you're going to do the deal. If you're going to buy a rental real estate investment, or you're going to invest in property, flip property, why don't you just make a plan? You should have clear criteria for the deal that makes sense to you. You should have clear criteria for the things that you do that make sense, that relieve your fear. Maybe you only buy certain types of houses in certain types of neighborhoods. Maybe you only buy up to a certain amount, of a house. You plan and you prepare for what that deal looks like. Maybe you only do certain types of renovations and you don't want to get into really heavy, big renovations. Maybe you only invest in certain markets. Maybe you only invest in your market, in your street, in your neighborhood. But you need to prepare and have a plan for the types of deals you do. See, if you're like me, you see opportunities everywhere. You see opportunities all the time, and people will try to convince you that what they're doing is an opportunity, right? And so what you want to do is you want to prepare so that when that deal comes across your desk that meets all of your criteria, or most of them, or whatever parameters that you put in place, you have a plan to actually execute. If you have a plan, you're much more likely to do the deal and your fear is greatly reduced. I tell you, there was a couple of years ago where I had an opportunity to buy 60 rental units in our market. It was a multifamily property where the seller was willing to actually finance the property to me at a reasonable price, which I now know was a fantastic price. I had gotten somewhat of an education, but I had not done the preparation. So when that deal came across my desk, I had no plan for how to execute that deal, and I lost that deal because it scared me to death. And now I would be totally prepared to do that type of deal. So second, make sure that you have a plan for how you're going to do the deal that you want to do. And lastly, sometimes you just got to suck it up and do it. If you've got the education, if you've got the preparation, you've got a plan, sometimes you just have to jump in the water and start swimming. There might be water that gets in your mouth. There might be water that gets in your face. It might be difficult, but swimming is what's going to give you the experience to get rid of your fear. If you're afraid of managing a project from start to finish, have a plan for how you're going to manage that project and just manage it. The worst thing that can happen is that you get an education and that you might not make the pie in the sky money that you thought you were going to make. The worst thing that can happen is that you might end up not executing 100% with proficiency. But if that happens, you still gain the confidence, the education. You still gain a confirmation of your plan and the preparation that you've done. And the next time would be even better. When you're scared to do a deal, just do it. Sometimes you've had the education, you've planned it out, and you're just on the edge and you don't know how to do the deal. You know, I think about another guy that I'm working with who has several deals that he's looked at that make sense. He's a rental real estate investor. He likes to buy rental property. He wants to buy rental property. He has not bought one yet. And he's looked at several where we've done the analysis, we've looked at the numbers, and he still has not done a deal. And I'm not judging him, but this last time he brought one and I just said, hey, look, if I'm going to know that you're serious and you're going to know that you're serious, you need to just do this one. Let's just do this one. If you don't like it in a year, you can sell it and get rid of it. And that's where we are right now. He's got that property under contract and he's about to execute his plan. I've got another investor that I'm working with who was the exact opposite. He came to a meetup that we host here in town. He looked at the meetup group. He said, hey, look, this is what I'm looking to do. They encouraged him to do his first deal. And when he came back to the next meetup, he was doing deals. He's now done 3 in about 6 months. He is executing. And after each project that he does, he builds his confidence in the next one. He's building up an account that makes him less and less fearful to do deals. Guess what? You can do the same thing. You can get educated, you can prepare and have a plan, and you can execute even when you're scared to do deals. See, this is the kind of education that we offer at Grab the Map Education, where we don't just look at it, we grab the map.